Broadcasting live from Youngville, North Carolina and Ontario, Canada. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly show where Vicky Rowe and AJ Aramutz bring you the mead news, meadery info, and mead-making discussions from all over, talking with mead makers, mead owners, industry mavens, and influencers. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly podcast about mead and the people who love it and where the mead world is going. And now here are your hosts, Got Mead owner Vicky Rowe and mead and wine maker AJ Aramutz.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
For those of you on the other side of the equator and on the other side of the planet, like Hamish, was Happy New Year a couple days, it was the day before us. So anyway, Happy New Year to everybody now. Got Me Live is back for 2018. And live from the den of the Puppies of the Apocalypse and the Bunny Pen down under. The Bunny Pen in Ottawa, Canada. Did you know you moved to AJ? It's Got Me Live. It'd be warmer down there. Welcome to the show.
Oh, no
shit. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, and for Melbourne Down Under, because Hamish is going to be popping in and out. He's driving. And we are, unfortunately, Ryan and Manny list tonight. Ryan is stuck in a traffic jam in the snow in Denver. And Manny got held up with some family stuff. So nothing wrong. He's just out doing family things and didn't get back yet. Anyway, so it's just us chickens. For those of you that may be new to us, Got Me Live is a weekly radio show. And we do this all on our own time and for free because, you know, we're just that. Totally awesome. We really are. But on the other hand, it's just because we're also mead nuts. And this gives us an excuse to drink in the middle of the week. But the yeah, our friends out there going, and you need an excuse.
Some of us do.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's like, I gotta work if I drink, you know. Okay, but the software, the hardware, the storage, that all costs money. So we hope you'll consider becoming a supporting patron member. It's only $30 a year, and you get access to the Got Mead Patron Facebook group. You get access to the Got Mead groups on the forum, and that's only, 50 cents a week. No big deal. If you live in the Northwest, that's not even Starbucks money. So that anyway, all the award-winning recipes that we have are in the patron groups on the forum. So check it out and consider it. $30 a year. It's kind of chump change. So anyway, show links. You can listen to us live on the Got Mead website, or if you're mobile and want to listen to us later, you can check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, and Stitcher Radio. Just search for Got Mead Live. We have replays all the way back to the beginning of the show. And, of course, you can find us online at gotmead.com, and Facebook is facebook.com/gotmead is the page, facebook.com/groups/gotmead is the main group. On Twitter, we are at gotmeadnow. If you can't call us or don't want to be on a live chat, tweet us. I'm usually watching. If you want to give us a call, you can call us at 803-443-MEAD. But with the way Skype's been acting lately, I'm really not certain if that'll work or not. So give it a try, and if it doesn't, join us on the chat. I had to roll back just before the show today because the new version sucks big time. And of course, if you want to send us questions, you can do so on gotmead.com. Just put your mouse over the Got Me Live radio show. There's a drop down there where you can send us questions through email. And that goes to all of us. So that's all the housekeeping for today, and I'm out of breath. Oh, God. What are we drinking? All right, what you got, AJ?
My life sucks. I'm on anti-inflammatories again, so it's instant decaf coffee, but I spiced it up with some cream and some vanilla, so, it's not that sucky.
It's not sucky. It's not as sucky as it could be.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to drink for both of us tonight. I've only got one bottle. I deliberately only bring one bottle into the room because I can't go get another one without actually taking my headset off. So
that's intelligent.
Yeah, the day I put a beer fridge in the office, and we're in trouble. Don't think I haven't thought about it. Okay, so tonight I've got a bottle of Arizona Mead Company's Caramel Cider. And I had some of this when I went on the trip this summer, and we stopped in Chandler, Arizona, which is where Arizona Mead Company is outside Phoenix, and hooked up with Carvin Wilson and his lovely wife Robin, and who all was there? there was some other people there, and God, so many people, so many stops. Anyway, there were other people there, and we drank a lot of mead, and and I brought home 3 bottles from Carvin, and a whole bunch of Arizona Mead Company stuff. But this caramel cider was absolutely blew my mind when I had it at the meadery. So I brought a bottle of it home, and it's got a really light, crisp apple nose, and it's of course fizzy. It's at 8.5 ABV, so it's basically it's a session level, and when you're drinking it, you get the fizz, all this apple flavor and honey body and taste, and then it's kind of rounded with some brown sugar notes in there and a really light caramel flavor. So it's got kind of this I don't want to call it smoky note to it. It's really more of it's more of a caramel note, but it's not like in your face caramel. So it just kind of gives it that kind of round note to it. And it's really silky texture, and it's got a long apple and honey finish. I really like it. And any of you who may be in Arizona, because I don't believe they're shipping outside the state yet, although they may be on Vino Shipper, you'll have to check. It's azmeadco.com. So check them out. It's pretty good stuff. So what was the best mead you had over Christmas vacation, AJ?
I have been on anti-inflammatories the entire fucking time. December was dry.
Oh, dude, man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Not even a drink for New Year's.
Oh, my God. Well, we had almond champagne from a winery that's here in North Carolina, and they make an almond champenoise style wine, and it's oh God, it's so good. I bought a case of it with Sammy, and I went down there before the holiday. But
my sister-in-law downed a bottle of my what was it? My pear raisin wine and my cranberry mead. Nice. In quick succession. So she was happy.
She was feeling good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a bunch of different meads over the holiday, but the one that jumped out the most was Melovino. I had 2 bottles of their Pecan You Dig It. I really want to call it Pecan About It, because that's so Jersey, Pecan About It. In my head, that's what it is, and I keep calling it that. And Sergio's giving me crap about it once or twice, but but it was amazing. It was really good. I mean, it really was like drinking a pecan pie. Oh my, yeah, it was really, really good, and the 2 bottles were gone very, very fast.
I can imagine.
Yeah, they weren't $3.75s. They were like $500s, but yeah, they disappeared like poof, because it was me and my husband and Sammy and Eric were all drinking it.
Well, if everyone's drinking, it must be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially when my daughter, who like turns her nose up at mead nowadays, much to my eternal shame, she's turned into a Merlot drinker. Merlots and cabs, and that's not to say there aren't good Merlots and cabs. There are, but that's all she drinks is Merlots and cabs. And it's like, seriously. You give her something with like 1% residual sugar, and she's like, that's too sweet.
Yeah, sounds like my mom. I give her the things that I think are failures because I don't like dry, and she's like, "Oh, that's actually not bad." Oh, crying!
No. It's like I've stopped rolling my eyes, and I just go, "Fine, more for me." David Webb says, "Merlot, how 90s." Yeah, she's really more cabs, David, than Merlot. So she's a millennial. So so it's really more cabs, and yeah. She hands me glasses, and some of it's actually okay. Most of it's kind of it's kind of plain, one-dimensional. It's like, I'm not going to say anything. She likes what she likes.
That's why I got into making the stuff I did, because I got really bored with grape wine, and so that's so much why I make everything but.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It seems to. I mean, I don't mind a good grape wine. Don't get me wrong. I have quite a few bottles of it downstairs for when we need it, but I get. It seems so, to me, it just seems like, oh, it's grape. I think mead and ciders have totally spoiled me ever for just, like, it's just grape wine. So, but, yeah, it's, Jaden's going on about, Joe got 3 of the pecan? Dude, there was a 2-person limit. Really? If I'd known I could have gotten 3, I would have bought 3. Joe, I'm going to come to your house.
Oh dear.
No fair. No, I think he's in the brew club that they have Sergio in to talk. In fact, who we're going to have tonight. So before further ado, let's get to that so we can get our guests in here. You guys know Bobby Slanzi. He has been on the show several times. Bobby is a maker of the famed seaweed mead. He is also a mead maker on Long Island, and a really good guy, and he knows his stuff. He's a good mead maker, and he's more importantly, he's a really good flavorizer. He can put flavors together, and he's going to talk some about flavor profiling. So how do you put flavors together, which is, people are always talking about that. So I thought it was really good. And he's got a friend of his, Andrew Lumberto, who's our main guest tonight. Andrew is a certified Cicerone and a Grandmaster Beer Judge with the Mead certification. And he's president of the largest fermented appreciation group on Long Island. They have a lot of members, but more importantly, since he's president, he's really into mead, and he's been pushing mead in his club. So they've got like more certified mead judges in their club than I think any club in the country. It's ridiculous. So they're really pushing it. Plus, he's on the board at the BJCP, so he's getting input on how to do the mead stuff, and he's like a huge mead maker. He's been making mead for about 7 years. So he's going to be a lot of fun. He's going to talk some about what they're doing with the BJCP stuff and what they're doing in their club. And, just there's a bunch of different things. We can't get too deep into the testing stuff because we're going to get a BJCP certification directorate, I think? No, educational directorate, which is their group that handles the testing, because apparently they're redoing the mead test. So they're going to come on and talk to us about that in a later show, and we'll get Andrew back to talk with them. So I think it's a good timing considering that we've got a couple of major competitions coming up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, alrighty then. Well, Chris, go read the page, and then you'll find out what we're talking about. Chris, what are we talking about? It's like, here, Chris, I'm going to smack you, and let me Google that for you. Sorry, I'm in smartass mode tonight. All right, we're going to bring in Bobby and Andrew right now, and get them on the line, and then we'll get the show on the road. So there's Bobby, and what's the other one I want?
Sorry, everybody on the live feed. I can't actually see it because Skype sucks.
Yeah. Hers updated. Mine did, but I rolled it back. I had just time. Yeah. If you use Skype a lot, when it updates, it's going to suck rocks. So just go Google Classic updates or Classic downgrades for Skype, and you'll be able to get the Classic version. That's what I did.
Hello.
Hi. Is this Andrew?
Yeah, it's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew. Welcome to Got Mead Live. This is Vicky Rowe.
Hey, Vicky, how you doing?
Pretty
Thanks
good.
for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you for coming on. I was just regaling people with your background and some of the stuff that you're up to. So I think Bobby's, excellent. I don't know where Bobby is.
Hiding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try him again. I must have tried to call the wrong thing. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to the show. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, had a great holiday. The unexpected cold snap that we got here on the East Coast was unexpected. Getting that on the single digits like that. But luckily I was inside and got to light a couple of fires and enjoy it with my wife.
There you go. That was the one thing I didn't get with my house was a fireplace. Of course, here in North Carolina, we only need it about 6 days a year, but not a lot of people put them in unless they're attention seeking. So it's like as a utilitarian measure, it's not generally utilized. I'm gonna have to put in a wood stove or a pellet stove, I think. But
my bunny's been hiding out in front of mine because it's been so damn cold here.
Oh yeah, well yeah. AJ's in Ottawa where it's 4,000 degrees below zero.
It's only about minus 20 Celsius right now, so it's not that bad.
That's not that bad. I'm I'm hearing it's...
No, minus 30 is bad. Minus 20 is not that bad.
Yeah, it's 17 Fahrenheit here, and we're
kind of bad when I'm... it must be kind of bad when I'm sitting in my mind and I'm thinking about the meads that I have, and I'm like, should I try to ice distill this right now? It's so cold right now.
Dude, what an opportunity, right?
Yes, you totally should. It's awesome.
Yeah, if I had one available to ice distill, it would totally be out on my deck right now.
Yep. That's how I did mine.